All right, Matt, very interesting fight at welterweight between Elizeu Zaleski dos Santos and Aleksei Kunchenko. Matt, I know that you are an admirer of Mr. Capoeira, Elizeu Zaleski dos Santos. He was on a 7-fight win streak in the UFC before Li Jingliang said no dice to that one. Now, he's taken on the former M1 Global welterweight champ, 4-time champ. Joined the UFC was Aleksei Kunchenko, and he took on Thiago Alves. And it was a fight that a lot of people figured, yeah, Kunchenko's going to get the win. And he did get the win.
He didn't deserve it, though.
But, oh boy, did Thiago Alves ever give him fits. So then he comes out there, he continues to win, but in his last time out, he faced Gilbert Burns, who was moving up to 170, and Gilbert Burns put a stop to that offense. Now, this is a very interesting fight because you got Aleksei Kunchenko with a Muay Thai background. He does have decent wrestling as well. And Elizeu Zaleski dos Santos is a guy that can really get it done in all aspects of the game. So, Matt, how do you see this fight going?
So Elizeu Zaleski dos Santos reminds me exactly of Vicente Luque before he fought Wonderboy Thompson. If you don't give him a guy with a number next to his name, he's probably going to finish them. And that's not me being a fan of him. That's just the truth. He was on a 7-fight win streak before the Li Jingliang fight. Li Jingliang, who's never lost a fight in China. That fight was in China. So it just makes you think, that's all. He lost to Jake Matthews in his home country. He lost to Neil Magny in his home country. Anyways, Elizeu Zaleski is like fighting a tornado full of hammers. He's going to throw a lot of spinning techniques. He's tougher than a $2 steak. And the problem, though, is he has been known to tire. When you do throw all those big spinning techniques, by round 3, you're going to get fatigued. And that's a big issue.
Which actually, Matt, isn't 100% true. If you go back and you watch his decision fights, he actually increases his output and his striking output on the feet.
But here's the problem. It's not due to cardio. It's because he's damaging his opponent to such a degree that it's basically causing fatigue into them. But there's a big difference between him in the first round and him in the third round. Their spinning techniques come a lot less often. They come a lot slower in that third round. But the problem is you have to make it there in the first place. And he has big power. Now, Kunchenko, like you said, he's good all over the place. And that's something you have to worry about. If he just keeps on going for takedown attempts, if he mixes it up on the feet and is wrestling together, he could very likely win this fight. And the odds are pretty close just to reflect that. So it's a very winnable fight for Kunchenko. And I'm not trying to be biased, but I don't see a way that Dos Santos doesn't win this fight.
Elizeu Zaleski dos Santos right now is sitting at a minus 150 favorite with Kunchenko coming in as a plus 120 underdog over on Tapology at 426 votes. The majority, 59%, going with Zaleski and 72% picking him to win by decision. Do you agree with the people on Tapology, or is this going to be a Sean Strickland all over again?
I don't think he's going to spinning back kick knockout. I mean, it'd be awesome if he did. I think it more likely is going to be a decision, but it's going to be one of those decisions where, like, he drops Kunchenko a couple times. Like, I feel like this is going to be one of the more one-sided fights. If you have trouble striking with Thiago Alves and you're a kickboxer, Elizeu Zaleski dos Santos is basically Thiago Alves pre-USADA, but like post-USADA. So I think he's just a far better striker.
I mean, Aleksei Kunchenko 1-1 against Brazilians in the UFC. Let's see how he makes out with Elizeu Zaleski dos Santos. I'm going to pick the Brazilian in this fight as well, but you're not going to want to miss the rest of our predictions for UFC Brasilia, the main card, the prelims.
Amazing
5 minutes. 5 minutes for the main event with Fight Night Picks, as we always say, Matt. Let's get into it.